What up, Laker Nation? Oh my goodness. Lakers, man. We continue to roll. This time we fly past the Phoenix Suns. You know, the Suns, we were playing with fire in the beginning, but they flew too close to the sun and they got burnt in the end, man. Very proud of this young Laker team. They continue to learn on the fly. I mean, we had a subpar first half. In the second half, we stepped it up, man. Fuel to the throttle, man. Pedal to the metal. And very, very happy, man. We continue to improve. With 29 games left, we have now got our 22nd victory of the year. And we're well on pace to play 500 basketball at least to end the season. But I think my goal of winning 19 games, 18 after this one, is still very attainable. You know, if we can go 18-11 now, then we have a good chance of going 500. But very, very excited, man. Tonight was a dunk contest. The stars were out. The young kids, Brandon Ingram had himself a sensational game, as well as Julius Randle and Kyle Kuzma. Josh Hart, can't say enough about the kid. He does everything. Again, another double-double tonight. Totally spectacular. I thought Brook Lopez hit a couple of shots. That always helps anytime the veterans contribute. KCP struggled, but kind of made up for it there in the end by being benched. You know, all in all, man, very happy with these kids. They are learning how to win, Laker Nation. You got to be proud of these kids. We're putting the teams that are lower, you know, back in their place, you know, on the bottom of the conference. And we just got to continue to roll, man. I feel it, guys. We're going to end up 500 or better. I feel like we can go 18-11 these last 29 games. I'm very confident. Josh Hart is making a huge difference for us. I expect him to start over KCP to end the season when Lonzo comes back. Definitely is a crucial player. Let me just read off the stat line for you really quick. All right, Josh Hart ended up with 15 points on 5 for 7, 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. He shot 75% from the three-point line. He had 11 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and that spectacular block. Who can forget it on Josh Jackson? Or was it TJ Warren? Don't remember. Irrelevant. Julius Randle, again, another impressive game. 21 points. Okay, he had 8 rebounds, 5 assists. He did have 3 turnovers, but all in all, it was an impressive game. A block. Spectacular. Brook Lopez finished with 12. Not bad. KCP only 5 on 1 for 8. And we still managed to win, even with KCP just bombing stuff for us. But Brandon Ingram, player of the game, 26 points on 9 for 12. Shot 75% from the field, man. He went 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. He ended up with, what, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Just well-played game, a steal. Totally spectacular. Jordan Clarkson struggled a bit, but Kyle Kuzma was nice again here for us. 16 points, you know, 4 rebounds and assists. Very, very proud of this young team. We continue to roll over these other teams. They really can't. They really can't hang with us. I think we swept the Suns, if I'm not mistaken. But very happy, guys. We continue playing well. There's nothing much I can say. Julius Randle just destroyed anybody down low. You know, Ingram let the game come to him. He didn't force anything. 9 for 12. Played a sensational game. I'm telling you, when he's healthy, the kid is spectacular. Again, Josh Hart making just the world of difference, man. It is night and day between him and Ennis. We'd probably have like 5 more victories had Luke Walton started him in the past. So just happy, man. Just happy. Did they beat us one game? Well, doesn't matter. Either way, man, we've dominated the Suns this season. I can't wait till Alonzo comes back. But I'm so happy that we're actually doing so well this month. And it's actually giving us a shot to get back into the playoff picture here by the end of the season. So 29 games left. If we can go 18-11, we'll finish 41-41, and we'll have good chances since other teams are about to start tanking. I still expect the Clippers to trade away DeAndre if they get a good trade package. Just excited. Like I said, the Pelicans are going to start floundering and falling off. The only real competition for that A seed is the Denver Nuggets, in my opinion. They've been playing great basketball all season, but if we can continue on this streak, anything's possible. You know, this guy said dilly-dilly. That's funny. But what can I say, man? Just be happy, Laker Nation. Enjoy this, all right? We're reaping what we sowed. This young talent started to come together beautifully. You know, I'm glad Magic and Rob are deciding to give them till the end of the year to keep proving themselves. We just need to add a shooter, like I've said. But even as we are currently constructed, we are competing night in and night out. And we just got to continue, man. We got to continue. You're forgetting the Jazz. They are rolling too. Yeah, the Jazz are there, but it's going to be between the Nuggets and us to make that final A seed, in my opinion. The Nuggets are probably going to make it for sure. Portland, who knows? They're streaky. You know, the Thunder are whooping the Warriors right now, so they're looking pretty locked in. I'm not saying they're not trading, but whatever trade we do has to be a minor one because this team is playing really well. And this is now what 11 out of our last 15 games. So this is really good. Josh Hart, I love the kid as well. I love him too, Vernon. Very great player. He's making a huge difference for us in the starting lineup, helping us crash the glass. Okay, because you know our big struggle defensively sometimes to crash the boards on the offensive end. So I can't wait. I can't wait, guys. We keep it up. We keep this up. We're gonna have a shot down the stretch. Dan, we need to finish 19 and 10 to finish 40. Okay, my 19 and 10. My bad. Yeah, I'm off by one, but I think it's doable, guys. It's very, very doable. I mean, it's 18 now, right? We have 22 victories, so I believe it's 18 now. Oh no, you're right. 19. You're right. But still, I believe we can do it, man. Once Lonzo comes back, he's going to add a different dynamic to the roster as well. I expect Josh Hart to be the shooting guard. I mean, Luke Walton has been blind for the most part this season, but he's finally starting to realize how good this kid is, and he needs to reward him with starters minutes, even when Lonzo comes back. Dan, that dunk by Ingram, oh my God. That one and the Kuzma one, man, they had me just going, bro. I was on Twitter just going off, but very happy. Best Lakers draft ever? Who knows? I mean, it's too early to tell right now, but it is one of the best ones I can remember for sure. Yeah, Pope continues to be bad. I thought Clarkson had an off night, but we still found a way to not only win, but whoop. See, that's just a dangerous part of this team. We hit our free throws, guys, so congratulations to the Lakers. We're a much better team when we're hitting free throws. You know, no contest. We whooped them there in the end. We struggled in the first half, but 22nd win, man. Dan, we got our 22nd win last year in April. Exactly, man. We're super ahead of the curve right now, and we're on pace to get plus close to 40 wins. I'll tell you that. If we continue winning at this pace, we're going to be close to 40 wins, if not over. Best draft in NBA history. Yeah, man. We're looking real good. So shout out to Magic and Rob for doing that. I'm telling you, some people overlook the good things they've done, and that is exciting, man. That is exciting that they were able to draft already like 3 young players that are contributing this well this early in their careers. And who knows about Thomas? He's still a question mark, but I can't wait to see him. Dan, do you think the media wants PG to stay in OKC over us? Probably. I mean, the media loves Russell Westbrook, and, you know, I don't know. Honestly, there's different media members. I'm sure our media members want him to come. You know, Clipper media members like Marcellus and all them, I'm sure they want him to stay over there because they're afraid of us. But anybody who hates on us, trust me, man, the storm is coming. These young players are starting to come together. I didn't think this roster was going to be able to do that this early this season based on how, you know, when injuries struck, we were just falling apart. But, yeah, man, I did predict playoffs, and I still believe that there's an outside shot we'll make it. But we got to continue playing like this, right? But I feel like we're starting to find ourselves. Sure, we had a couple of slip-ups, but they were on the road. Here at home, we've been dominating ever since New Year's. So, excited, man. Super, super excited. I love how they were looking for Ingram. Dan, do you think KD might come? Too early to tell, but he was my dark horse earlier in the season. You just never know, honestly. If they win another championship, maybe not. But if they struggle, you just never know. Fingers always be pointing, and you just never know. Hey, Pedro with the daily 5. Thank you, my brother. He said, 5 and some Jack Tacos. I'm thinking keep Jew and just trade Clarkson. If anything, I'm down to just go with our youngins because we might not sign a star. Yeah, man, you got to be excited for the young players. Regardless of whatever happens in free agency, that's going to be a plus in my opinion. But I did not think Josh Hart was going to be able to contribute this soon, okay, in his career. I didn't think that Kuzma was this big of a steal coming into the season. I mean, you can see flashes, but, man, they're making an impact. They are making an impact. I mean, Kuzma makes our bench so much more dynamic when he comes off like he did tonight. And when Clarkson plays, we're pretty much unstoppable. Brook Lopez contributes anything, that's a plus. If KCP contributes anything, that's a plus. But all season long, Lonzo, Ingram, Julius, Clarkson, Kuzma, you know, Josh Hart, they've been contributing big time. So that's really the victory in the season itself. I mean, you can sell that to free agents. But besides the point, you do build from within first, and then you add, similar to what Golden State did. And the Lakers front office is doing a great job of building from within. And I agree with you, Pedro. Josh Hart over JC, 100%. But thank you, bro. I appreciate the $5 donation. It means a lot, bro. Thank you, man. Clarkson had one of the best games, and y'all want to trade him already? LOL, fake fans. He didn't have one of the best games tonight. Tonight he was off. But honestly, like, If I had to choose between Randle and Clarkson, I'm trading Clarkson all day first before Randle. Like both of the players. Don't love any of them. I like them both. Now, if Randle develops a right-hander and a jump shot, I would love him because he would be unstoppable. But right now, I like both of them. Yeah, KCP, again, he had like a little nice 5-game streak where he was balling, and now all of a sudden he can't hit a jumper again. He's forcing stuff. So, yeah, it's unfortunate for him, but yeah, he doesn't have a future with the Lakers. Like I said, the only good thing about these players being so inconsistent is that we're not going to give them money, and then it's better that they play this way now than before we actually offer the money. So it's a good thing because now we can just let them walk. Paul George is now officially Defensive Player of the Year, man. Paul George is an animal. If he comes to the Lakers, he's going to make us that much better. I love the fact that the Lakers have been coming out strong in the second half. Luke must be telling something good. Yeah, let's give credit to Luke. I mean, the fact that he's benched Tyler Ennis has made a huge difference these last couple of games. So give credit where credit is due. Luke deserves it. It was overdue, but finally he's made the right move. Now, I'm going to be upset if Lonzo Ball comes back and Josh Hart heads to the bench because he did the same thing to Kuzma. All right, he benched him when Brook Lopez came back from injury. So that's not good. We got to reward the players that are balling and helping us to victories. So KCP should hit the bench, and we got to start Josh Hart. I think the way Josh Hart rebounds with the way Lonzo rebounds is going to make us that much better on the defensive end and on crashing the glass. Now you're going to have two guards who are capable of pulling down 10 rebounds apiece along to help out, that weak front court that is not really good at defensive rebounding. So I would absolutely love a backcourt of Josh Hart and Lonzo Ball. I'm excited for our future. I'm telling you, man, we might have just drafted a starter in Josh Hart. He looks solid. Every game he has started, we have won. So that says a lot about him. Josh Hart is legit, man. Another double-double. Every game has been a double-double for him. His effort is second to none. His defense is spectacular. The grit, the way he plays, his jumper is good. I mean, what else do you want out of a 28th pick? Dan, off topic, what do you think of Magic tampering? Man, I answered this question like 3 times in my earlier video, but I thought it was bogus, man. It's just because we're the Lakers. We get slapped on the wrist a little bit extra because we're the Lakers. Dan, do you think Luke will be back next year? I mean, I will say this about Luke Walton. I was very upset with him for the first half of the season. But I feel like he might start coming around. It's so apparent that the talent is there with these young guys. A lot of people were saying, oh, give Luke Walton a pass. We don't have the roster. Apparently we do. We've won 11 out of the last 15 games, and it shows you guys why my gripe with Luke was that he wasn't playing the right players. People were like, well, Lonzo's out. We don't have a team. Yes, we do, but you have to play the right personnel together. So finally, it took him half of a season, but he's finally starting to come around, and I absolutely love Josh Hart in the starting lineup. Now, he's going to upset me again if Lonzo comes back healthy and KCP starts over Josh Hart, because Josh Hart has clearly outplayed basically almost all the guards on the team with the subtraction of Lonzo. But if you can have Lonzo and Josh Hart in your backcourt, that improves your defense and your offensive rebounding. So why not? Why not? LeBron who? Paul George who? Man, it's funny. You guys say that right now, but I'm talking, if Paul George comes, it's going to take this team to the next level. Dan, LeVar has been pretty quiet. Yeah, he's out there in Lithuania right now, and he sent all the ESPN reporters home, so we won't be hearing about him for a while. It's kind of a good thing. I mean, no distractions right now. The Lakers are focused. We're playing the best basketball of the season at the right time, too, because everybody's about to – in the trade deadline, you're about to see who are the sellers and who are the buyers. I expect there to be a lot more sellers in the West. Clippers are going to sell. The Pelicans are buyers, but I don't feel like they have enough, in the long run. So hopefully we creep up there, man. Dan, when is Lonzo coming back? I expect him to be back after All-Star break for sure. However, he might come back a game or two before. Who knows? It depends on how his body reacts. He's been trying to ramp up workouts little by little. So he's coming soon. Soon he's coming. Dan, what's your thoughts on Zubac's future? Man, I feel bad for the kid. He hasn't got a chance. And when he has short minutes, he's not looking that great, honestly. So hopefully he has a bright future with us. If not, man, then they should trade him where he can get minutes because the kid has talent. He's still very raw, though. Lakers need now playoff exposure. If we make it to the playoffs, that is the ultimate victory because it'll be on the legs of the young players. Do you know what kind of message that was sent to any free agent? It's like, look, you are the cherry on top. This team's already built to win. So absolutely would love it. Oh, man. Here come the donations. Thank you, LA Ballin. Appreciate you, man. Dan, Ingram is playing well at the point. I am also impressed with the Lakers' defense and confidence in the fourth quarter. Yeah, Ingram is playing really well, and that's one thing about Ingram. He's versatile. He can run some point for us. I mentioned this a couple of games before we benched Ennis. I said, why not let Brandon Ingram handle the ball and play some point, right? And start Josh Hart. I mentioned it, and finally Luke has come to the realization that there's options. We don't need a prototypical point guard in Tyler Ennis because he's not even helping the team on either end. So it's absolutely, I am happy he has opened his eyes, and hopefully he continues to be smart. And like I said, he has to start Josh Hart, all right? Because it just brings a different dimension of toughness to the starting lineup, all right? It helps us on the rebounds. He helps us on the scoring end. He's just a very intelligent player, doesn't really force anything. I absolutely am in love, no homo, but in love with the way Josh Hart plays. Absolutely in love. Same thing with Kuzma. Same thing with Lonzo. Like I said, I haven't seen Thomas Bryant yet, but I have a feeling, man. Me and my brother, we have a theory about Thomas Bryant. We're going to see after the trade deadline if it happens, but I am extremely happy, man. Dan, when are you joining the Lakers front office? Man, I'm always available, man. If they want to give me a call, if they need somebody to give them some counsel, some advice, you know, I don't have NBA experience, but I am very aware, and I pay attention to detail. Why don't they give Ennis a 10-day contract? Man, they should cut Ennis, honestly. He's just taking up a roster spot. I honestly don't understand how he fell off so bad. I mean, he had a good season for us in the second half of the season when we acquired him. We were even like, give him a contract. You know, he seems pretty formidable at the backup. Boy, were we wrong. He was just playing. He was just playing for a contract. So, gotta be excited, man. Yeah, we should cut Ennis and give that to Shooter. We could. That's the scary part. We have an open roster spot, which I don't know if we're going to utilize right now at the trade deadline. And we have dead weight like Ennis and Dang. Imagine how good it would be if those three slots were filled with players that can actually contribute. That would be insane. That's all I'm saying, man. The Lakers have the brightest of futures, and it's starting, like I said, you reap what you sow, where everything that we've been building is finally starting to come into fruition at the right time for the Lakers. Because you want to leave, the last impression is better than the first impression. So if free agents saw us in the first half compared to how we're playing now, and we play a way better second half and even creep into the playoffs, guaranteed there's going to be people lining up to try to come over here. Hey, Dan, we need to trade KCP and Ennis for a better shooter. Who would you go after? There's some shooters in the free agent market, man. We just got to go after them. Like I've been saying Anthony Morrow for the longest. I hate to beat the dead horse, but there's some formidable shooters out there, man. Do you stretch Dang? At this point, they're going to hold on to him till next summer, and then he becomes expiring contract, so he's more tradable. Yeah, Josh Hart is an absolute beast. He's making a huge difference for us. Off topic, what do you think of Porzingis' torn ACL? Man, I mentioned this at half, man. It's unfortunate. He's one of my favorite players in the league, man. He'll be in my prayers. I wish him a speedy recovery. It's sad, man. This season has been... The NBA needs to figure out a way to minimize injuries. I don't know what it's going to be. They already spread the schedule more apart, but I don't know. They got to do their research and see why people are going down with these injuries so often and around this time of the year, too. You know, it's one after the other. You know, it started with Bug, and, you know, it's just one after the other. So we got to find a way to cut back on these injuries. I know it's part of the game at times, but, man, it's just too... It's too consistent. These injuries just keep stringing along, so it's just worrisome, you know. I would hate for anything like that I'm not even going to mention it, but you guys know where I'm going with this. You can't stop injuries. Yeah, but I don't know. They got to do their research, maybe develop a new shoe that'll take some pressure off their weight. I don't know, man. Something's got to give, because every year, man, these players are going down with injuries. Since Derrick Rose, man. Derrick Rose, that was a horrible injury. Changed his whole life around. He went from MVP candidate to, you know, role player. So it's just sad to see, man. The Team LeBron curse. That's sad, man. We got OKC next. And you know what? I think we're ready to take it to them back to back. I know Russ is going to be fired up just like he was last time. But we got to come with the same game plan. We got to get down and dirty, grimy. You know, Josh Hart has to continue doing what he's doing. Ingram has to step up. Everything has to happen right, but we can beat them, man. We got to bring it to them. Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis got injured, unfortunately. I'd rather see Dang than Brewer. I don't know. I like Brewer, man. Honestly, he can't shoot. I get that, but he plays a lot better defense. At least he gives us that. And he hustles, man. He's out there diving for loose balls and everything. So that actually rubs off on the team, and you can see the young players doing the same thing. I mean, Julius was getting sloppy, and he lost the ball, but he recovered. He called a timeout. You know, veterans rub off on young players. That's why you need those right kind of veterans. And Corey Brewer leads by example. He plays hard every day. You can say whatever you want about Corey Brewer, but he plays hard, and it rubs off because look at Josh Hart, look at Julius, look at all these young players playing hard. You know, if you don't have the right vets, if you got the Swaggy P's and Lou Williams of the world, then they're just going to settle for threes and play lazy. But gotta love it, man. I'm excited. I feel like the Lakers can get these final 19 victories, you know, out of the next 29 games. I hope, at least. If we can do that, we're going to end up 500. If we could do better than that, oh my God, I would lose my mind. But if we could end up at 500, I'm ecstatic. But I'm already proud of whatever they accomplish from this point on. You got to be proud of these young kids. They're, you know, head and shoulders above where they were last season. So that's a huge thing. Dan, do you think Luke should stay now? Honestly, I don't know. He has to continue proving himself. This is a small sample size. I'm happy they're winning. However, some of his moves are still very suspect. Like when, you know, when Brook Lopez came back, he benched Kuzma. I hope the same doesn't go for Josh Hart because, like I said, Josh Hart is taking us to the next level right now. Dtlf, what do you think about Magic not doing everything before the trade deadline so far? You know what? Like I said, I like the direction this team is heading in. I'm not going to be that critical guy that's looking to criticize every little thing. However, if by next season we don't have a max star, we don't have good role players, we don't have good veterans, then we can start criticizing. Let's give him time. So far, he's done great through the draft, building from within, and getting off at least one horrible contract in Moscow's. Let's give credit where credit is due, and let's give him a little bit more time. But this team is already better than last season, so that's what he promised, and so far, it's delivering. Now, we got 29 games to go, and, you know, we can still improve. My God, can you imagine if we win 20 games? We'll be above 500 for the first time in like 5 seasons, so that would be huge. But you got to be happy, man. Hey, you guys are free to criticize. Everybody has an opinion, but at the end of the day, I like where we're going. I like what we're doing, and I like the fact that they've put some of these rumors to rest so that the young players could focus on the game of basketball and give it their all, because we still have a shot at getting into the playoffs. At this point, we're about, what, 6 games out or 5.5? I'm not sure. It's not out of the realm of possibility. A team can get in a losing streak, very similar to the one we got in December, and we're done with the toughest part of our schedule. So we're trending in the right direction at the right time, playing the right basketball during the easiest part of our schedule. So we're going to have a chance. Here we go, Laker Nation, hang tight, you know, because, and who knows, we might still get a shooter by the trade deadline. So we'll see, man. Bobby fan, yeah, who knows about Thomas Bryant? He's still a mystery to me. I can't wait to see him play extended minutes and crucial minutes. I mean, I don't see why Josh Hart would get it. Well, I do see why, but and then Thomas Bryant doesn't, right? So there's something's got to give. I think Thomas Bryant might be an X factor we don't know about or something, man. Dan, what do you think of Ingram's strength? He got bigger, and he's only going to continue to get bigger. All right, Giannis Antetokounmpo wasn't always this big when he came into the league. Sure, he was always athletic, but he continued to work on his craft. He's continued to build his body. Same thing with Julius. Now we're starting to see the fruits of Julius's labor. He's starting to expand his game, go down to what he knows. If the jumper isn't falling, bully them down low. And look, he's using his body to perfection, just killing everybody down low, no matter if they're 7 feet tall. Love it. Is Kuzma still your favorite player? Yes, he is, because he single-handedly put the team on his back and destroyed the Celtics. So yes, any young player that does that in his rookie season, I love him. But I love the whole young core, I'll tell you that. That's right. Yeah, we'll disagree, but we'll continue to love the Lakers. Exactly. This is what this channel is for, man. If you guys don't agree with me, go ahead and tell me. You know, I'm not always right. This is just my humble opinion. And I like to compare with your guys' opinions, you know. Dan, who we got next and where? We got the Oklahoma City Thunder. I believe it's here at home. I believe it's here at home because we already played them, I believe, twice over there. So we should face them here at home. I haven't looked up at the schedule, but yeah, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Hopefully, I pray that Lonzo's back, but it's not looking likely right now. But the way we've been playing, we still got a chance. Dan, Bone Thugs or Wu-Tang? I'm a Bone Thugs guy, man. I'm a West Coast guy, so I'll go Bone Thugs. But Wu-Tang was also amazing, so. Watch Luke put Hart back on the bench when Lonzo comes back. And I don't deny it. I don't deny that that could happen. And that's why I haven't, I'm not getting Luke out of my doghouse just yet. He needs to continue to prove himself. And it's logical. If a player is playing as good as Josh Hart, you do not bench him. Brandon Ingram is the best player, future superstar, Hall of Famer. Love him. I absolutely love Brandon Ingram. I believe in him. People have been trying to get me to trade him with all these, hypothetical trades. But I always say, man, we got to hold on to Ingram. I've been saying it. He can do everything, guys. He can play make. He can score, rebound. His defense is starting to get better. He's been blocking shots at the rim. He's looking like Tayshaun Prince at times. Absolutely love him. Bone Thugs from Cleveland, yes, but their style is West Coast. West Coast. Don't matter where they're from. It's the style of music they do. It's so West Coast, man. We need that lucky Lakers jacket next game, Dan. I'm going to put it on. Better believe I'm putting it on. Like I said, it's like 1-8 now. I'm sorry. It's 8-1 this season. So it's been extremely great for us, especially in the draft. Better believe I'm putting it in. Because if we can get another win, then you could almost all but guarantee that Paul George is looking this way. No, I never met Easy. I wish. Oh, you mean from Bone Thugs? Easy. Nah, man. What city are you in, Dan? I stay in Colton. However, I'm from Compton, so I went from one C-town to the other one. Dan, do you keep your lucky Laker jacket in a plastic? Yes, I do. Like one of those suit ones with the zipper. Of course, man. Sleep with the jacket on? Nah, we can't do that. We gotta treat it. We gotta treat it right, man. We don't want that luck to just, wear out. Great. Yeah, we should. Hopefully, it's a victory. If we can beat OKC in Staples Center, it's gonna be huge momentum, man. Huge. You're from Riverside? That's what's up, man. You might catch me dashing at your door sometime. Dan, who you got? Team USA or World? Honestly, I don't care. If no Lakers are playing on it, I'm just gonna tune in to watch highlights. Oh wait, that's not even an All-Star game, right? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Team USA versus the World. Oh, you're talking about the Rising Stars Challenge. That's right. I'll take whatever team has the Lakers on it. You the man, bro. How long have you been a Lakers fan? How old are you? I'm 27 years old, and I've been a Lakers fan since I was 7, so about 20 years. More or less. I'm from Sydney. That's what's up, man. Shout out to Sydney, Australia. I got friends from Australia, man. I used to play with them on Xbox Live. They're pretty dope. Play some 2K. They're going down. That's right. That's the spirit. And you know what? They blew off some steam tonight versus the Warriors, and their confidence is going to be at an all-time high. But you want to catch them off guard, catch them thinking that they're going to get an easy win, and bam, surprise them. Yes, I've seen Kobe's entire career. That's why he is my favorite player, hanging all over my wall. I got collectible cards. I got his retirement booklet, everything, man. Love Kobe. CTR, nice. My baby bottle was purple and gold. And my oldest brother Josh, he kind of converted me and my brother into Laker fans. He was the first one to start watching late during Magic Johnson's retirement. So, it's been in the family, man. My mom's a Laker fan. She's out there in Iowa. She doesn't get the Laker games no more, but when she used to live here, we used to be watching the finals together, man, just cheering, the whole family. It was lit. This living room was crazy, man. Dan, I've been a Laker fan for 23 years, bro. Nice, nice. Dan, have you ever played in the Southgate Park? Yes, I have. Have you seen me there, bro? I played in the Southgate Park, man. I used to hoop up right there when I was more in shape. I'm getting back to it, though. You hear the treadmill? That's my girl. I got next after this video, so, yup. Lakers since birth. That's what's up. Hey, funny story. Before I was a Laker fan, I used to watch a lot of soccer, but mostly just the World Cup because soccer has a lot of leagues. And I'm Mexican, so we always cheering for Mexico. And it was hard for me. It was heartbreaking every time Mexico lost in the World Cup. And I was looking for something else to cheer for that was more consistent because I didn't want to watch soccer every 4 years only. So that's when I started getting into basketball, man. I would see my brothers play in the park. I was young at the time. I couldn't play, but eventually I grew up. I learned to play ball. I dominated my brothers. Now they might not admit it, but I'm better than both of them. But they're extremely good, and we used to dominate the courts, man, since I was growing up. So, I mean, I'll hoop anywhere, man. I'll hoop anywhere. You live in Southgate? That's what's up. My brother stays close by Southgate. Viva Mexico. That's right. That's right. Now, I've never played at HP Park. I don't know where that's at, bro. Who's my Mexican soccer team? Chivas, because my mom's from Guadalajara. Straight up. Clipper closet fan? Heck no. I hate the Clipper, bro. I've never liked the Clippers in my life. I'll tell you what. When the Clippers had Corey Maggette, Elton Brand, I used to call him Marshmallow Head. Dude, square-headed Brand, they were so boring to watch. When they drafted Blake Griffin, I knew they were going to be good. I told my brother, man, that team's going to be exciting. But that excitement wore off. I never cheered for them, you know. But I was like, Lob City was a little bit exciting to watch, I'm not going to lie. But then it was like they would never get past the first or second round. They're trash. And that's because they're cursed. This is Laker City for life. So, you know, I've never cheered for the Clippers, never will. Clippers are the worst. And they're just... You know when I really started hating the Clippers? When they started hanging selfies over our banners. Before, I never took them serious. They were like the little brother. They're just a joke. But when they started hanging selfies over their banners and they brought in Doc Rivers and they would just spew all kinds of hate our way. That's when I really started hating the Clippers. They were on the same level as the Celtics. Any team that just hates for no reason, they're the worst. I'll visit Cali one day in Florida, but I'll keep up with her videos, 2 YouTube accounts. That's what's up, bro. Thank you, Lil Dex. Appreciate you, man. Selfies, yeah, they hang selfies. That's ridiculous. But they just disrespected us, you know, just put them over our championship banners. Those banners should never be covered, ever. They're not even covered when the Kings or no other team plays. Tough. Appreciate you, Armando. Yo, Dan, can you tell my girl Naomi to let me see my daughter be a Lakers fan and stop tripping too? Man, hey, that's your business, bro. But you know what? Cut him some slack. The brother's a Lakers fan. We've had it tough the last couple of years. So, Naomi, just cut him some slack. And with all due respect, you know. But that's your guys' business, man. Don't drag me into your relationship, bro. Hi, Dan. How do you think Mexico will do against Germany? Hopefully we win. Germany's tough every year. You know, every year Germany is tough. They're just physically stronger, taller. But we Mexicans, we got a lot of heart. So that's what, you know, they always underestimate us. Dtlf, what about 2019 free agency? I'm not worried about it. It's too far away. If anything, it could just be a distraction. They could go for Paul George this season and somebody else next season. Or they could always trade. You know, they can get Paul George in free agency or somebody else and then just trade for your second star. So there's many ways to chop it up. It is what it is. Hey, Dan, what do you happen to have a video of your playing basketball? This is coming up soon, man. It's coming up real soon. I still have to get back into it. My wrist got dislocated as well as my two broken fingers. So I kind of fell back. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little out of shape. But I'm running on treadmill, getting back to it. As soon as I'm in basketball shape, I'm uploading videos. You know, I'm uploading videos because when I was in basketball shape, I was 100% good. And probably the king of my court over here locally, man. So we'll see what happens. I'm also a good playmaker. Me and my brother got that pick and roll. I'd be hitting them with behind the back passes, no looks, everything. So it's always fun. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna upload videos soon. Also, I gotta find good competition that is willing to come out in the videos because I have to get their permission. Sometimes guys don't like to be recorded. I've tried it, and they don't want to. Some do, some are cool, but we'll see. Dan, can you dunk? No. In my prime, however, I was grabbing onto the rim with both hands because I was working out with the weight vest. But no, I can't dunk. Man, I wish. I'm still very crafty, though. I'm still very good. Hey, Dan, talk about Josh Hart. What can I say, man? Josh Hart, he is probably one of our most efficient two-way players, not just on offense, but on defense as well. KCP I found to be a little bit disappointing. He gambles a lot more than I would like, and sometimes he leaves guys wide open because of that, and our defense scrambles, and they look lost. So I'm disappointed in KCP's defense thus far. He has good spurts like he did in the third quarter tonight. You know, he gambled, got a steal, turned it into a dunk, changed momentum up a little bit. However, I don't think that we should re-sign KCP. Josh Hart is a total package. He's a good on-ball defender, good off-ball defender. I mean, he hustles back, gets blocks, rebounds, everything. Just has total heart, man. Haven't seen a young point guard like him in a long time, probably since Patrick Beverly, except Josh Hart is a lot more talented offensively and a lot more athletic. So you got to be extremely happy for Josh Hart. Dan, what was the reaction when we FOT Dwight Howard? When we got Dwight Howard? I'm not gonna lie. When we first got Dwight Howard, I was a bit excited because I thought we were getting Orlando Magic Dwight. You know, Orlando Magic Dwight was a beast, but he still didn't have no heart. But I was excited. I thought we were gonna win a championship. I said if Kobe's healthy, Gasol's healthy, if Steve Nash comes into Phoenix in Phoenix form, the way he played in Phoenix, we're good. But unfortunately, Kobe got injured. Steve Nash was, on the decline already. Total rip off of a trade. And Dwight Howard had no heart at all. Like, he couldn't even help us to win victory in the playoffs versus an older Spurs team. So that tells you everything you need to know about Dwight Howard. And he always blames it on something. And it was about his back. If your back was that bad, he shouldn't have played. Nobody forced him to play. So, I haven't met many tall Mexicans. Hey, I'm a tall Mexican. Or at least I'm above average. I'm 6 feet tall. So I'm above average Mexican. I was disappointed we didn't put Zubats in the fourth quarter to match up against Bender. Man, we got the victory. Can't be disappointed at all. All right, good night, Sony. Peace out, bro. Hey, Dan, we better not trade anybody unless we get a star like PG. Yeah, at this point, I made a video earlier. Looks like we're straight. So, but anyways, guys, thank you so much for showing up to my live stream one more time. This is going to, do it for my recap. Had a blast watching the game tonight and talking to you guys as always. I can't wait till the next game. Hopefully we get a dub versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. But I will tell you this, man. If we can pull out a win versus Oklahoma City, I guarantee playoff berth. So that's right. I'm putting on my lucky Laker jacket and everything. So I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say if we can get that Oklahoma City Thunder victory, especially if it's without Lonzo Ball, I guarantee a playoff berth. You heard it here first, guys. I'm willing to go out on a limb the way the Lakers have been playing. I feel like they figured something out, and I can't wait, guys. So keep it locked. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, guys. Much love to all you guys, and don't forget, just keep it locked. I got my ear close to the ground. Oh, by the way, I'll be live streaming, even we might not make a huge trade. I'm still going to be live streaming the whole trade deadline special that they're going to be airing on ESPN. I'm going to be live streaming my reaction to that, so you guys are welcome to come join me as we watch it together and just, dissect the different trades that go down. Hopefully it's a juicy one this year. If not, anyways, I got you guys. So keep it locked, guys. Subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.